Gruden and Saints head man Sean Payton $100,000 each for violating the league's COVID face covering protocol in Monday night's game. Both the Raiders and Saints were also fined $250,000 each. The league also released the results of last week's COVID testing, and they were promising. 0 players tested positive, while there were just 5 new positive tests among team personnel. Elsewhere, replacing Saquon Barkley is an impossible task, but the Giants are hoping Devontae Freeman might be up to it. The G-Men on Tuesday agreed to a 1-year, $3 million deal with the former Falcons Pro Bowler. Elsewhere, the Niners' injury woes continue Tuesday. Team says it does not expect to have Dee Ford play this weekend. The defensive end missed Sunday's game with a sore neck. Washington will be without Pro Bowl guard Brandon Scherrer for at least a few games. He was placed on injured reserve Tuesday with a knee injury. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Are you a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts? You may be entitled to compensation, no matter how long ago the abuse happened. But your time to file a claim is limited. Call 800-933-4114. That's 800-933-4114 for more information. As a result of thousands of victims filing sexual abuse claims, the Boy Scouts have filed for bankruptcy protection, and the bankruptcy court has set November 16, 2020 as the deadline for abuse survivors to file a claim. If you are a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts, you may be entitled to compensation, no matter how long ago the abuse happened. Call for more information with one of our compassionate counselors today. Your call is completely anonymous. Remember, the bankruptcy court has set November 16, 2020 as the deadline for abuse survivors to file a claim. Call 800-933-4114. That's 800-933-4114 today. Sponsored by Mark J. Byrne & Partners, LLP.
AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Morning, Gene.
Good morning.
Okay, it's another beautiful day.
It is. Now, This morning was really great.
Yeah, okay, yesterday was the autumnal equinox. Yeah, and I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure I felt my equa do a little noxing along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fall in the northern hemisphere. It is spring in the south.
Yep. Spring has sprung in the south.
Yes. Today is Restless Legs Awareness Day. Okay. Yeah. That's when you start kicking while you're sleeping, I think.
People thought that was just a joke for a long time, but not at all.
No.
Actually really exists.
Yes. And I would imagine it's rather discomforting for the person you're sleeping with.
Yeah, to be running all night long.
Yes. Oh, well. It's also Pot Pie Day. I love pot pie.
Yeah. Now, we referred to them as chicken pot pie. I don't know why just chicken, because they were made with other things besides chicken, but...
Yeah.
Anyway.
You can go a couple of different ways if you want. Okay. And let's see. Oh, a reminder. This is Clean Hands Week, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dirty hands spread germs. So here at AM 1230, we want to thank all of our listeners who wash their hands before they touch that radio.
Absolutely.
Yes. Make sure you dry them before you do touch the radio.
That's very important.
Yes.
Before you touch anything with the electricity,
yes.
You don't want to be electrified.
No. Okay, are you ready for birthdays?
Birthdays, are we going to, was it our list for the big shots was really short. Yesterday?
Relatively short today. Singer Julio Iglesias, I'm sorry, it's Julio Iglesias. Yeah, 77. Actor Paul Peterson, he was the boy on the Donna Reed show many years ago. He's 75.
Wouldn't that be how you'd like to be remembered? That boy on the Donna Reed show.
I don't know if he ever did another acting job after that.
I don't think he did.
Okay. Actor, singer Mary Kay Place, 73. The Boss, Bruce Springsteen, 71. Leon Taylor, he plays drums for the Ventures, 65. Actor Rosalind Chow is 63. Jason Alexander from Seinfeld is 61. Actor Chi McBride is 59. Actor Lisa Ray is 54. Singer Annie DeFranco is 50. Actor Kip Pardue is 44. Actor Anthony Mackie is 42. Actor Brandon Victor Dixon, 39. Actor David Lim, 37. Actor Kush Jumbo is 35. Actor Skylar Aston is 33. Local birthdays coming up.
The coronavirus is affecting everyone.
Must wear face coverings when out.
Well, what do I do? What are you going to do?
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
What are you going to do?
Going to a concert.
School.
Having dinner with friends.
Take better care of each other.
Support local shops and stores. Offering more help to others.
This should be over soon.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Anna Duarte, Candy Smith, Larry Williams, Melinda Smith, Zariah Holmes, Joanna Ramirez, Raquel Gomez, Linda Long, Carol Butler, Wendy Duarte, Jasmine Cardona, Jason Knight, Robert Irving, Henry Lycea Jr., Carla Ochoa, Jean Araujo, Willie Aon, Simon Garcia, Alvarado Fimbres, Danny Sanudo, Miguel Campos, Glenda Ramirez, and Norma Green. Happy birthday! Okay. Birthday wishes going out to everybody who is celebrating today.
Everybody far and near.
Yes. Heads up, the producers of a new reality show are looking for people to send into space. I figure they're not going to have a big problem finding candidates. After all, almost every reality show on TV has plenty of space cadets.
That's right.
Yeah. You wonder where they come up with these people.
Oh, I think we're probably oversupplied.
Oh, I think you're right. And reality, for the most part, they have no sense of reality whatsoever.
Nope.
Where's the camera? Okay.
Okay, look that way.
Yes. Oh, well. Anyway, and I know you are waiting with bated breath for the new iPhone, right?
I didn't know we were anticipating one.
Well, people are already waiting in line for the new iPhone.
I can believe that.
Yeah, okay. I will admit I have an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I have the iPhone, it was cheaper than the Android model when I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Are you ready for news?
We have some update on COVID. We'll talk about the cattle call.
Moo!
Yeah.
And I think Bill Gay is back in the news, isn't he?
Bill is in the news.
Yeah, in a work-study program, no doubt.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Let's jump in with a look at World and California news headlines right now, all brought to you by your friends and neighbors at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News special report. Solemn ceremony for a liberal icon, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, honored at the Supreme Court she served for 3 decades.
It has been said that Ruth wanted to be an opera virtuoso, but became a rock star instead.
Chief Justice John Roberts.
She won famous victories that helped move our nation closer to equal justice under law, to the extent that women are now a majority in law schools, not simply a handful.
All 8 sitting justices, plus retired Justice Kennedy and all of Ginsburg's former law clerks were there as crowds waited outside to pay their respects.
She will live on in what she did to improve the law and the lives of all of us. And yet, still, Ruth is gone, and we grieve.
Ginsburg will lie in repose at the court today and tomorrow. President Trump has said he will name the woman he's chosen to replace her on Saturday after Ginsburg's funeral. CBS News special report. I'm Vicki Barker.
Whatever the weather brings this summer, you can rely on a York Affinity premium system to keep your home cool and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bill. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Yeah, every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties, and affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. Contractor's license 696-216.
California headline news. First day of fall did not mean a slowdown in fire activity around the state.
Still over 18,700 firefighters continue to battle 27 major wildfires in California.
Daniel Berland with CAL FIRE. The Bobcat fire in the San Gabriel Mountains, 112,000 acres, now 17% contained. 40% containment on the August Complex fire, which has burned over 850,000 acres, growing by over 4,000 yesterday as it continues to burn across Mendocino and Humboldt counties. The Creek fire near Fresno is the biggest single fire in California history, 286,000 acres, 30% contained. University of California reportedly admitting more than 6 students as favors to donors, family, and friends.
We found that the system has been improperly influenced by relationships and monetary donations.
Margarita Fernandez with the State Auditor's Office. The UC president says he'll quickly address the matter. Mid-80s in Los Angeles today, low 90s in Fresno, upper 80s in Sacramento. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today.
You run a business and you need better wireless. 3 words, no more compromise. With the T-Mobile Business Advantage, you get the largest 5G network, award-winning customer support, and insanely great value. No trade-offs. Right now, get up to 90 days of unlimited free on business plans when you switch via bill credits. Stop in to find out more. Plus taxes and fees for some plans. Complete port within 60 days. Customers over 50 gigabytes per month have lower speeds during congestion. Video at 480p unlimited on our network. See T-Mobile.com for 5G devices coverage and plan details.
When those leaves start to change color, it's time to give the yard some love. So bring on fall with Lowe's. Right now, save $5 to $10 on select Scott's Turf Builder fertilizer and grass seed to get the lawn prepped and ready for the season. And then turn things up with the battery-powered Eagle leaf blower, starting at just $199. Fall is coming fast and there's work to be done, so hurry into Lowe's today. Selection and pricing vary by location while supplies last. Offer valid through 9/30, U.S. only.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Wednesday morning, George Gale breaks down the Tuesday morning COVID-19 update.
It was issued by the County Public Health Department. According to the update, the new COVID-19 positive cases per day per 100,000 stands at 9.69. Positivity rate is at 6.07%. According to the raw numbers, 67,155 have tested for the virus since the outbreak began. 11,606 have tested positive. 10,974 have recovered. There are currently 314 deaths attributed to COVID-19. There are currently 318 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Imperial Valley College will continue to operate online for the winter and spring semesters. According to the college, the decision is in alignment with the recommendations of the California Community College Chancellor's Office. Industrial technology courses will be offered in a hybrid fashion, and programs in public safety, nursing, and allied health will meet face-to-face either on campus or at clinical sites. Student services will continue to be offered remotely, and the college says they will continue to assist any student with issues such as a lack of access to computers, internet, housing, food, hygiene items, textbooks, and school supplies. The campus remains closed to the public, most employees, and the majority of students. KXO News Time, 742.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are there for you with 2 locations in the Imperial Valley. At Quick Lane, you never need an appointment, and their technicians will service all makes and all models. Tires at the best price, brakes, batteries, lube, oil, and filter change, balance and alignments too. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers.
Continuing with more local news, El Centro awarded a grant. Here's the story.
It was announced Monday. The city of El Centro said they had been awarded a $550,000 grant from the Department of Commerce Economic Development Administration through the CARES Act Recovery Assistance. Supplemental grant was awarded to alleviate the sudden and severe economic dislocation caused by the COVID-19 pandemic to the community. The grant will be used to provide business assistance loans that range from $15,000 to $50,000. In order to qualify, the business must be located within the city limits of El Centro and have a valid business license and must be able to demonstrate a negative impact to business operations due to COVID-19. Program information and applications are available on the City of El Centro website. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
A local author wins an award, and he gets an unexpected birthday present. Bill Gay authored Unseen Body Blows. It is the story of the LST, a Navy ship his father Alex had served on in World War II. The work was submitted to the Military Writers Society of America during its 2020 awards. On September the 19th, Bill Gay's birthday, it was announced his book had been presented a silver medal during the awards presentation. Bill Gay followed his father, Alex, and served in the U.S. Navy. He is currently president of Reliance Public Relations and co-publisher of the magazine Imperial Valley Alive. After leaving the Navy, Alex Gay had a career in advertising and public relations and was a two-term member of the El Centro City Council. Alex Gay passed away in 1990. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
What's that? You want crispy McDonald's chicken McNuggets? And what's that? You want them spicy? Breaded in tempura, made with cayenne and served up with new mighty hot sauce? Well, you got it. Introducing new spicy chicken McNuggets. Now, what are you going to do about it?
Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?
You have made a wise decision.
For a limited time at participating McDonald's.
Page 2 of the local news and weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
In other local news, if you were wondering, cattle call will go on. George Gale explains.
It will be very different, however. It has already been announced all 3 cattle call rodeo performances will be held November 14th and 15th. Difference will be that there will be no spectators. Rodeo events will be live streamed, and at last report, Rodeo Committee was in talks with a cable network to broadcast the 3 rodeo performances. The rest of the Cattle Call Week events have been announced. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, all events will be virtual, including the parade. Information on all events is available at the Brawley Chamber of Commerce website, brawleychamber.com/cattle-call. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors have disbanded the IID dive team. The move came during the closed session portion of the board's meeting Tuesday and reported during the public portion of the meeting. IID's General Counsel, Frank Oswald, said after the unfortunate incident in which a member of the IID dive team perished, the activities of the dive team have been suspended. The incident investigated and activities of the team evaluated. Today, the board's action, that was yesterday, officially disbanded the dive team. The team's activities were suspended in October of 2018 following the death of one of its members. According to a statement, the district will continue to provide personnel who will respond to emergency events involving district infrastructure and work with first responders. The board directed staff to inventory the dive team's equipment and dispose of it through appropriate district policies. Lost men in the desert, they're found Here's more on that story.
2 men were reported lost in the desert. El Centro Sector Border Patrol received the call Sunday afternoon. Imperial County Sheriff's Office Communications advised the Border Patrol of a distress call from 2 men who had made an illegal entry into the United States. 2 had said they were lost and did not have any water. Border Patrol was provided GPS coordinates and the search was initiated. Less than 2 hours later, agents encountered the men on Highway 98 near Ocotillo. Agents determined they were the 2 who had made the distress call. Agents said the 2 appeared to be in good health and required no medical attention. The 2 were provided cold water before they were taken into custody. Both men, Mexican nationals, were processed and deported back to Mexico. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carol Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says dry conditions can be expected across the forecast area today through next week. High temperatures will fluctuate during that time, but remain at least several degrees above normal. The hottest days will likely be Monday and Tuesday of next week, with readings very close to the records for those dates. 104 our high yesterday, 72 the low. Sunny today with a high near 103, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 74, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Thursday sunny with a high near 105, light winds becoming northwest about 5 miles an hour. 75 degrees downtown, 31% relative humidity. The wind is calm. Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
8 Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, 8 Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and 8 Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
And it's sports time. And sad note, former Chicago Bears star Gale Sayers, considered one of the greatest running backs in history of the National Football League, despite a career that only 76 games, something like that, with injuries. Sayers passed away at the age of 77 after living with dementia. Sayers was known as the Kansas Comet. He played just 7 seasons, all with the Bears, and at the age of 34, the youngest player ever inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame. Thursday night football coming up tomorrow night on AM 1230 KXO, the Dolphins and the Jaguars. We've got game starting at 4:30 right here. Meanwhile, the New York Giants are signing former Pro Bowl running back Devonta Freeman after losing Saquon Barkley for the season. Freeman and the Giants agreed to a 1-year deal worth up to $3 million. High school football returns to KXO. We will have classic high school football games every Friday night on AM 1230 and on the KXO YouTube channel. Our broadcast features some of the very best games from the KXO archives. Classic high school football.
Let's play some football!
Is brought to you by Ubaldo Bermudez, your local Allstate agent. You're in good hands. Baja Farms in Holtville, supporting our communities. The UPS store on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. We've got the Royce Freeman Show Friday night, Imperial Central, from October of 2011. You want to tune in. NBA action under the bubble. The Nuggets came back. They topped the Lakers 114-106. The Lakers still lead that series 2-1. Meanwhile, the Chicago Bulls have hired former Oklahoma City Thunder head coach Billy Donovan as their new head coach. In baseball, the Dodgers have clinched the National League's top seed. They picked up their 8th straight division title. Well, they picked up a win. Nationals thumped the Phillies 5-1, and then in the nightcap, they slipped by the Phils 8-7 in 8 innings. The Indians over the White Sox 5-3 in 10 innings. Yankees beat up on the Blue Jays again 12-1. Brewers nipped the Reds 3-2. Pirates slipped by the Cubs 3-2. Braves beat up on the Marlins 11-1. Mets over the Rays 5-2. Red Sox rolled. They topped the Orioles 8-3. Twins edged the Tigers 5-4. Cardinals shut out the Royals 5-0. Diamondbacks, they blanked the Rangers 7-0. Angels over the Padres 4-2. Astros 6, Mariners 1. Giants over the Rockies 5-2. And as we said, the Dodgers clinched the National League top seed, won the West title with a 7-2 victory over the Oakland Athletics. In other news around the world of sports, well, all sorts of things going on. Mike Davis has retired as Chief Executive Officer of the U.S. Golf Association, and he is now going to build golf courses. Yeah, he bought a shovel and a rake. Yeah, and he's going to build golf courses. Maybe you could talk to Jack Kirby, and Jack would help. And that's it for Sports Time. Yeah. Coming up next, financial news. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Imperial Valley's Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, they do. Well, stocks opened with some early gains, but they've turned mostly lower midday today as investors tried to generate momentum one day after the S&P 500 and NASDAQ snapped a 4-day losing streak. The Dow Jones Industrial Average bouncing between small gains and small losses, somewhere near 27,300. The S&P 500 down just about 8 points on early trading, and the NASDAQ Composite off 52 points. The Dow shared some gains yesterday. Equities appeared to find their footing in Tuesday's session, rallying in afternoon trade. Tech stocks, which have suffered a sharp pullback in September as investors dumped 2020's highest flyers, led the bounce back by equities yesterday. And the U.S. presidential election is just weeks away, and the tight race, combined with worries about fraud from postal voting, has sparked talk about whoever loses will contest the result, leading to a potentially prolonged period of uncertainty. Volatility will be on a steady upward march for the next several months, according to analysts. Shares of Dow component Nike jumped nearly 9%. after the athletic apparel company delivered results late yesterday that easily beat Wall Street forecast.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialists. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
It will be sunny today with a high near 103, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 74, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Thursday sunny with a high near 105, light winds. And right now downtown we're looking at 76 degrees with that 30% relative humidity, the wind calm. Your border wait about an hour and 15 downtown, no waiting sentry, no waiting pedestrian. Eastport about an hour there, no waiting sentry, 45 to 50 minutes ready lane, 30 minutes at Andrade. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Roto-Rooter in El Centro and Brawley. When drains don't work, they do. Coming up, CBS News on the hour from around the world. Local news when and where it happens. Check out our website, kxoradio.com. Find us, follow us, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to the KXO YouTube channel.
Winter Haven residents, be counted. The LGBT Resource Center and the County of Imperial invite you to join our Census Caravan on Saturday, September 26, 11 a.m. Decorate your car and follow us as we caravan around your town. Best decorated car wins $50. Completing your Census 2020 is key for better roads, better schools, better hospitals, and better public services. Let's make Imperial Valley count.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
CBS News is next. It is brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Peter King in Orlando. She wanted to be an opera singer, but became a rock star instead. The words of Chief Justice John Roberts as the public tribute to Ruth Bader Ginsburg began at the Supreme Court.
She will live on in what she did to improve the law and the lives of all of us. And yet, still, Ruth is gone, and we grieve.
The prayers were in Hebrew, later in English, and with this remembrance from Rabbi Lauren Holtzblatt.
It is the rare prophet who not only imagines a new world, but also makes that new world a reality in her lifetime. This was the brilliance and vision of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Ginsburg will lie in repose at the Supreme Court today and tomorrow. On Friday, she becomes the first woman to lie in state at the Capitol. Her husband, Senator John McCain, was a war hero and the 2008 Republican candidate for president. But Donald Trump famously disrespected him, and now McCain's widow, Cindy, says she's endorsing Democrat Joe Biden. She appeared on CBS this morning without mentioning Mr. Trump by name.
Things that I've seen through the months, like many people have, is a lack of character, integrity, a lack of values presented by the person who is in charge.
The president has said there could be a COVID-19 vaccine by Election Day, but that prospect seems highly unlikely. Here's CBS's Ben Tracy.
According to the Washington Post, the FDA is actually going to tighten its restrictions for approving a coronavirus vaccine that could make the president's timeline unlikely. There is some good news, however, on the vaccine front here in the U.S. A fourth large-scale coronavirus vaccine trial is entering phase 3 testing on adults. This one is promising because it hopes to provide protection with 1 dose versus 2.
Football fans knew him as a Hall of Famer and perhaps one of the best all-purpose running backs of all time.
Gale Sayers has died at the age of 77. He was diagnosed with dementia in early 2017, and his wife partly blamed his football career. Nicknamed the Kansas Comet, Sayers was a two-time All-American at Kansas and was selected by the Chicago Bears in 1965. He was later celebrated for his enduring friendship with teammate Brian Piccolo through Piccolo's cancer depicted in the movie Brian's Song that marked Sayers as more than a sports star.
That's CBS's Jim Crisula. What's believed to have been Gale Sayers' last public appearance came last year when he attended the opening ceremony of the Chicago Bears' 100th season celebration. Checking Wall Street, the Dow is down 51 points and the NASDAQ is down 83. This is CBS News.
Brought to you by Capital One. Capital One's banking app lets you manage your money anytime, anywhere. This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A.
Lowe's has a brand new flooring showroom filled with all types of floors. Scratch-resistant floors for toddlers and their toys. Easy-to-clean carpets for canines. Stain-resistant floors for scrumptious suppers. Even floors for yogis finding out how flexible they are. There's floors for all, and they're all at Lowe's. Choose your style and have it installed for the holidays. Install available in-store only. Holiday install applies to basic install and subject to measurement and purchase date restrictions. Installer and product availability. See Lowe's.com for details and licensing. Contiguous U.S. only.
So long, summer. Find your new groove at the JCPenney Fall For You sale. Shop doorbusters in-store and jcp.com Thursday to Sunday while they last. Like $4.99 select women's tees from A&A and St. John's Bay. Plus $17.99 select Arizona fashion denim for kids. Boost your savings and get an extra 25% off with coupon. On the go, contact-free curbside pickup is fast and easy. All for fall and fall for you. It's the season to save at JCPenney. Offers valid 9/24 to 9/27. Conditions and exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Now for something different. In the fight against COVID-19, flyers to and from Finland will have to pass the sniff test.
They're nature's detectors of invisible threats. Sniffer dogs have already been trained to spot different cancers and other disorders, as well as bombs, of course. And now they've been drafted to detect coronavirus. The dogs can deliver results in 10 seconds, taking less than 1 minute of a traveler's time, unless he or she tests positive, of course, and then it's quarantine for them. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
There's no sniff test in South Florida, where the Palm Beach County School District says more than 900 teachers were no-shows on Monday. Nearly 900 sicked out yesterday as students returned to classrooms for the first time since the pandemic sent schools to online learning there. Some teachers doubled up on classes. Other employees tried to fill in the gaps. Nearly 150 teachers have quit or taken leaves because of the pandemic. Peter King, CBS News.
No child in Imperial County should go hungry. This is Jean Oswald for the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Living in a food-insecure home makes it difficult for children to perform efficiently in school and to face the challenges of being a child. I urge you to help these kids. Donate to the Food Bank's Backpack Program. Recipients are children who rely on school meals and risk going hungry on weekends when they're away from school. The Ivy Food Bank Backpack Program. Donate online at ivyfoodbank.org.
And CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. You're needed now more than ever. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carol Buckley.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230